All right, and situation right now, not too bad. Cooler days, showery weather like we've had over the last couple of days. Also, pretty good right now heading into what will inevitably be a fire season here in Montana. 54 degrees, a little breezy around the capital, a couple of showers in the hills around town, also a few flakes of snow in the hills around town. Great Falls, generally dry, slightly cooler than average, and that wind makes it feel even cooler with some gusts up over 30 miles per hour. Current readings in the 40s and the 50s for most of the state. These numbers below average, but we will go well above average for a change coming up here this Thursday and Friday. On the radar right now, just a couple of those little sprinkles, little flakes in the higher terrain, not really accumulating much over the Bear Paw Mountains. A couple little sprinkles here, maybe out to around Fort Belknap, Chinook. We've got a couple of sprinkles as well, but it was more than just a couple of sprinkles with this storm moving off the eastern seaboard. At least 22 confirmed tornadoes from that system from Texas, Louisiana, parts of the deep south, all the way up into Ohio, reporting a tornado yesterday. And with the severe weather, not just from tornadoes, but with the wind and severe thunderstorms, reports of at least 8 people losing their lives because of that storm. Back here in Montana, some wind continuing here tonight, but the wind will calm down as the next storm approaches. Clouds increasing here, and through the morning hours, snow will spread through southwestern Montana and move into the capital maybe between 8 and 10 in the morning. Some wet snow. I don't think it will stick on the road surfaces because the road surface temperatures are just too warm, unless you're heading up over the mountain passes, maybe a little slushy. By the time we get into the afternoon, the pink indicating a mix of rain and snow. So as the temperatures come up tomorrow, we'll see more raindrops mixing in with the snow out there around Great Falls, Havre, some rain showers, Lewistown maybe a little mix here, and then that storm moves out for the start of Wednesday, but it will leave a lot of instability in its wake, and we'll have a bunch of showers and wind on Wednesday before we get into some really nice weather for Thursday and Friday. So snowfall amounts, maybe a coating up to an inch or two in the higher terrain around the capital. You head out into Helena Valley, likely just rain and wet roads. Great Falls also maybe south of town, east of town, out there around to the high woods up near Shonkin. We might have a little in the way of some light accumulation, grassy surface, top of your car. But again, road surfaces are pretty warm here, and the snow won't be that heavy, so we'll likely see just some wet roads unless, again, you're heading up over the higher mountain passes. Here's the forecast for tomorrow. There's that mix of rain and snow moving through the state, maybe a couple of big thunderstorms into the eastern part of Montana, a little in the way of a breeze, but Wednesday, downright windy again, and we'll have mixed rain and snow showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Remember, last week we had a couple of those days where it was windy, the sun poked out at times, but also had those showers that produced rain and snow and even some grapple. Well, that could happen on Wednesday. Thursday, though, this is what I think a lot of people will start to get excited for. Wind off of the Rocky Mountain front, but look at these temperatures, widespread in the 60s, close to 70. And I think Friday we will hit 70 in a few locations here in the state. Look at Roundup and Billings into the upper 70s, maybe the first time hitting 70 since October around Great Falls and the capital. Yes, some green on the map. I think a few thunderstorms will come through late Friday evening, Friday night into Saturday, maybe even a little mix of rain and snow for Saturday morning. But the good news is this storm looks like it clears for Easter Sunday. Mostly sunny, temperatures in the 50s to around 60 here for a lot of the state. So it does look right now, things can change, always subject to change, but it does look like right now that Easter services on Sunday, no issues, and maybe those Easter egg hunts can be outside after all.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks for that, Curtis. And Sam Hoyle joining us next for sports. And Sam, a bit of a crosstown showdown today.
Yeah, we've got crosstown tennis.